Hey YouTube, it's Mike here and I'm bringing you guys a video based on SBCs and why you should not be doing these SBCs. It seems like throughout the year EA finds always these ways to create certain SBCs that may look profitable or may look like they're worth doing. For example, we ended up getting the baby icon, so a lot of people are probably like, they get on the game and they see this baby icon SBC come out and they're like, wow, I could get an icon for basically 250k. Some people are very lucky and they have a lot of those red cards from like the weekend league. Those guys, I would suggest doing them because they're probably it's probably gonna end up costing them like under 100k if they have like most of the cards already. A lot of the other people that don't are gonna probably end up, you know, paying 200, 300k to make these SBCs. And a lot of these people are going to be very disappointed with what they're going to get. And second of all, these are all untradeable cards. So then again, I wouldn't be surprised if people do it multiple times and they basically drain all their coins. So you work throughout the whole year to make these coins, and basically in one weekend, you just basically consume them all, and now you're stuck with these untradables. Now you may get lucky and some people may get an R9, some people may get Maradona, Baby Del Piero, whatever it is. Some people are going to get lucky and they're gonna get a nice one. And based on what people see on YouTube or on Twitter or on basically Reddit, Facebook, whatever you want, people posting certain pictures, it's gonna basically tempt you to do these things. I'm basically trying to give awareness to everybody. Please, for the love of God, don't get fooled by EA. Everything EA does based on SBC it's based on trying to screw you over. It's a marketing strategy to drain coinage from the game. For people that don't understand, Team of the Season is about to come out in what, a month, maybe 5 weeks, whatever it is, 6 weeks, and they're trying to basically they want you to dump your coins because they know that when Team of the Season comes out, they basically need people to buy more packs. Of course, there's going to be people that are going to buy packs even if you weren't going to dump your coins. The thing is, the more people dump their coins, the more less coins is on the market, the more people are going to buy packs, because the more the people that are addicted to the game are going to end up putting money into the game. It may not look like much, but if you're in there, a guy puts in 20 bucks, 20 bucks, 20 bucks, EA is making money. Now, as a company, it's very, very smart what they're doing because it's a marketing strategy and it works very, very well. When it comes down to marketing and strategy for making coins, EA is a very smart company that know exactly how the people's mind work in this game, and they know basically what they need to do to basically work their strategies for people to dump more money into this game. And that's what they're doing with these SBCs. The biggest trick up their sleeves is SBCs. It may look like the best thing that ever happened in this game, but this is actually the best thing that ever happened for them. Okay, a lot of people believe that SBCs is like the best thing in Ultimate Team, and let me tell you guys something. It's probably the worst thing. It's probably one of the worst things because there's a lot of worse things in this game. But if you're a type of guy that doesn't buy ahead of time, you're basically losing coins like you would not believe. You're basically just dumping your hard-working hours of gameplay in this game for nothing, for basically untradables or whatever it is, marquees matchup, any SBCs. Some of them, very, very little of them, are going to be worth doing, and that's also another strategy that they use. They also make certain SBCs very worthwhile your basically your money, based on trying to basically grab you, so you think that let me do a couple more, because reality is that they have to give out a little bit for them to basically catch a few people to bring them in and actually, like, you know, like fool them that they keep on doing other SBCs. Of course, there's people that are smart, and people that are smart basically buy ahead of time. They know what's coming out. They learned from last year. They basically prepare themselves. So what happens to these people? They basically are, you know, they know what's happening in the game. They understand the game. They understand the marketing of the game, and they use it to their advantage. And even at that, a lot of these people, even when they buy ahead of time or they prepare themselves correctly and everything, a lot of times they're still going to do some of these SBCs, and they end up probably breaking even. Some of them make a little bit of coins, but reality, very, very little percentage of the community actually pulls something incredible, or like a R9 or something. So for the people that actually do pull something amazing, like I said, like R9, I did change the lighting, so you guys may see me a little bit better this time. Sorry about that. Anyway, so the people that actually do pull something amazing, like an R9 or a Baby Maradona or Pele or Baby Del Piero, that I think is actually a very good card, or basically are still getting an untradeable card that they're basically going to have to implement into their team for the rest of the year, or at least until they get fed up of the card and probably end up using it for another SBC, like a prime icon, another way for you to dump your hard working coins into a SBC. The people that are actually profitable out of all this are people that actually do very well in the weekend league, for example, and get a lot of those red cards. And at the end of the day, it's worth for them to basically consume their untradables. If you're consuming your untradables in the SBCs, then of course it's worth it, because based on a lot of these untradables that you're not going to use, might as well just dump them and get a free pack out of it, or get a prime icon that will basically cost you very little compared to what the majority of the people actually end up spending in this game. So like I said, most of it is a strategy for people to basically get an icon, to basically use it for another SBC prime icon. You understand the way they work? They basically try to fool you over and over, because people have that mindset. It's like, oh, worst case scenario, if I don't get something good, I could use that icon for a prime icon. Don't you get it, what they're doing? They're basically, and then you feel like you need to do that prime icon, because now you got an untradeable icon that you're probably not gonna use. So what are you gonna do with it? You're gonna end up doing the prime icon, because you're gonna probably pick one of them. I'm not saying these prime icons are not good cards; they're very good cards. But remember, all they're doing is a strategy for you to basically use them to make the other SBC, and for you to dump more coins into the game. Basically, for you to lose these coins that you basically work throughout the year. Think about it. You work throughout the year playing this game. You play a game and you make like 500 coins, 600 coins for a game, okay? Let's say you would want to actually afford some of these icons that you're watching in the background that I'm showing you in the video. Some of them were 300, 400, 500K. Let's give an example. An icon that's worth 500K. And you're making 500 coins per game, okay? You would have to play 1,000 games for you to make 500,000 coins. 1,000 games. Like, seriously. That's how little EA gives back. When does EA ever give us something, okay, based on just giving something? No, you always have to work your way towards it. Even when they do these things, for example, like let's say basically the birthday of Foot, they're going to come out with this thing where, for example, if you do the next 7 days SBCs like these, you end up getting like a 125K pack at the end, like one of those big packs, okay? But they're making you work throughout, right? They're making you do like these SBCs every day. They're draining your coins every day. Very little percentage of people are actually going to make something out of these. Maybe like a majority of the people are going to break even. And there's always that percentage of people that lose coins. But at the end of the day, what they're trying to do is just basically remove coins from the game to basically work towards a pack that you're going to get that, again, is going to be untradeable. Remember, they're always going to give out untradeable stuff because they basically don't want... they want you to basically, if you get fed up with these cards, they want you to use them in other SBCs. It's untradables, or it's basically a strategy for them for them to basically encourage you to do other SBCs. That's all it is. They don't give a shit if they would give tradable ones to people because it would fuck up the market. It's like, seriously, what do they give a shit if the market gets fucked up? Seriously, they don't care. Their strategy is not based on trying to equalize the market so it stables it. They don't care about the market if it stables or nothing. They know that the market is based on us, what we create and what we basically decide what certain cards are worth. It's not them actually fixing the market. Some people think that their strategy to dump coins or to tax people 5% when they're selling cards is to basically control the market. They don't give a shit about the market. All they're trying to do is basically remove coins from the game that you worked for. That's all it is. They give out stuff to people basically just to basically show that they're giving something. For example, when people are playing the weekend league, we all know the weekend league fucking sucks because you gotta play 40 games in 12 like a few days. during your weekend, when this should be the most important time of your life based on spending time with your friends and family and whatever, and you're working for this shit fucking reward that you're gonna get, and EA is gonna find a way to basically make sure that you spend what they give you in either SBCs or by buying cards or by selling cards, the 5% tax. Everything they do in this fucking game is based on a strategy for them to basically maximize their capability of destroying everything that you worked for them to be able to sell more packs when these events come out. Teamless season is just around the corner, okay? And their strategy is probably one of the best ones they did all year with this baby icon SBC. So people are gonna dump in. There's gonna be people that are gonna basically lose all their coins at these things, because there's people that are there's people that are so addicted that they're gonna basically do the SBC icon like multiple times, and they're gonna end up spending $500,000, 1,000,000 coins, whatever it is, and they're gonna end up getting a few baby icons. Maybe they'll get one or two that's actually decent that they could use, and basically the other that they can't use, and then they're stuck with, see, let's say they did 4 baby icons, and they're stuck with these 4 icons, and they have no more coins. So what do they do next? What do they do? What can they do, right? They could only spend more money into the game if they would want more money, because they're untradeable. There's nothing you can do with them besides maybe do another SBC that probably needs a lot of coins again for you to complete. You get it? I mean, is that encouraging people to continue? You know how many people basically quit the game after they basically spend their hard-working coins into these SBCs because they get nothing out of it, and at the end they're fucking demotivated and they don't want to play the game no more because everything they worked out throughout the last 5-6 months is basically just down the drain. And this is why I'm trying to bring awareness to the people that want to do SBCs, because I want to try to convince people, guys, stop doing SBCs. If you buy ahead of time, certain SBCs, like very little SBCs are worth your coins. Very little. Very, very little. Maybe 10% of the SBCs that you see are probably worth it. Like, for example, when the Marquise matchup come out, people want to complete them because they want the final pack that comes out. Usually this is a scam because usually it's non-profit, these Marquise matchup. But sometimes there's maybe 1 or 2 in them out of the 4 that are profitable. For example, oh, this only cost me like 7K to make. The odds of me at least breaking even are pretty good. Maybe I'll even make a few thousand coins. Do it. But then people are like, oh, I did this one. Now let me do this one. Oh, you know what? I'm just missing this one, and then I'm gonna do this one. And then they end up spending so much more than they should have spent. And at the end, they make nothing out of it, and they just basically dumped. You know, they probably lost 10, 15, 20K that week on that SBC again. And it may not look like much, you know, what's 10K, 15K, but if you're a guy that basically plays the weekend league and you finish like, you know, like just basically want to play up to like silver 2 for the qualifications, for you to qualify next week, you're basically, your reward, you're basically giving it out to a SBC. You're not making nothing, you know, you're breaking even every week, or maybe sometimes you're making very little, but all that hard time working, even if you're making 20K, think about what the fuck you're going to do with 20K in this game. What are you going to do with 20K in this game? You're going to do fuck all. Seriously, what are you going to buy? A fucking Iniesta that you probably not even going to use? Like, seriously, I mean, there's nothing you can do with that shit. It's stupid. It's completely stupid. EA needs to basically stop fucking us over with these SBCs and actually start making SBCs that are actually profitable and guaranteed that we get something good out of it. SBCs should be something to encourage people for playing this game, to basically telling people, thank you for sticking around from her shitty game. Here is an SBC that's gonna give you something out of it so you continue fucking playing the game. Not let me drain your coins, let me try to demotivate you even more so we have more people quitting the game. There's a lot of people quitting the game. A lot of people think that people are quitting this game because there's other games out there that are better. Sure there is. Like Fortnite, for example, is basically taking away the community from many different games, and they're basically they're smart. Fortnite is it's a free fucking game. It's amazing. It's a free game. You know what I mean? It's amazing. EA is making all kinds of money and they can't give us something amazing. Imagine a game that's fucking free is amazing, and a game that's making billions is not amazing. You figure it out. Doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. Anyways, I'm not gonna make this video longer than it is. My message over here is I'm really trying my hardest over here to grow this channel based on helping people understand the purpose of EA and what they do with certain things in this game. I want people to play the game and actually enjoy the game. I want people to stick around and keep playing this game, because a lot of us enjoy football, and EA finds this company is basically bringing this game down, like to the point where it doesn't even make sense. You kind of wonder sometimes, like, does this company want to succeed, or does this company think short term and try to make the most money that they can and grab on to maximize their profit in that short term, because they're starting to believe maybe they're basically losing their fans, because that's what they're doing basically. They're pushing us away, because with so many bad stuff about this game and this company, they're basically pushing people away more and more and more. Could you imagine what they would have to do next year to actually redeem themselves, to actually bring a lot of these customers that they lost? A lot of people are not going to buy this game. It may not look like much, but hey, every year there's people not buying. Trust me, I know, just in real life, I know a few people that used to play this game religiously that don't even play it, don't even touch it no more. Okay, they don't even give a shit about it no more. Okay, and throughout the whole world, there's a lot of people that are like that. They're actually growing out of it. Like, fuck this. What am I wasting my time with? You know what I mean? And it's killing the community slowly. It's killing it. And eventually they will kill it. They will kill it. If they don't redeem themselves, they will kill it. Anyways, I'll end the video at that. It's way longer than I expected. I really don't think people are going to watch the whole 16 minutes of this video. But hopefully if they do, they basically stay throughout the end. And hopefully they got the message, and they basically don't get fooled no more by these SBCs. Anyways, I wish you guys a good weekend, and thank you for watching. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.